homeless guy on a motorcycle, this is not too bad. So I'm in St. Augustine. This is the oldest city in the United States. The famous Fountain of Youth from the explorer Ponce de Leon is here. Actually reminds me of a lot of the cities I've been to in Mexico, where we have this kind of cool little Central Park, gazebo. There's a lot of Spanish influence here. I don't know if they're willow trees, but they got the Spanish moss hanging down. I splurged and went to the Ripley's Museum earlier, which was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm standing right outside of the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I grew up reading the Ripley's Believe It or Not books and just thought they were the coolest thing in the world. So I'm going in. I've wanted to get into this thing ever since I saw the cartoons in the Ripley's book. I never thought I would actually see it. This is so cool. These are the little train cars that St. Augustine is famous for. That Ripley's Museum was something else, man. I stayed in there probably for the better part of 4 hours. So there was so much stuff that I've seen from the cartoons that now I could see in real life, like the Redwood House, and so it was just awesome. So a lot of people out here. I'm literally having flashbacks of being back in Guadalajara right now, just simply because how crowded it is. Obviously there's some Spanish influence here from somewhere back. I don't know exactly what the history is. Thunderstorm came in about 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just here in my tent getting some work done on the computer, and I got my tarp up and listening to the rain, a little bit of thunder going on. But yeah, this kind of a good day to choose to do a 24-hour fast. It was absolutely pouring cats and dogs. Was able to get a break in the weather enough that I could make it out to my camp spot and string that tarp up. If you put a tarp like this over top of your tent, pretty much everything under the tarp is going to stay dry. Unless you got holes in your tarp, which actually I do have some holes. You know, the tarp still works. I can deal with a couple of drops of water. Ultimately, I was planning on heading out today, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen just simply because of the rain. I like to kind of take a page out of Panhead Billy's book, where if it's raining at all, I won't ride. So I noticed this case, actually, there was like that much water in the bottom of that case. This is the case that the previous owner had hit a deer. There was a little spot of epoxy that he'd left right here. So I just kind of took my fingernail and scraped it off. So I opened it up and the thing was completely dry. So just that little spot of epoxy right there was enough to prevent this rubber from creating a good seal. I questioned kind of the structural integrity of some of this. So fortunately, I know a product. This product can only be bought at the surf shop. So I called around and they do have it. Long story short, the next sunny day that I have, I'm gonna seriously beef this up right here. I'm doing a 24-hour fast today, not eating anything. I've done this in the past to great success. Right now, I noticed I was having some inflammation issues. I've had a lot of injuries from doing martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. I've already started to incorporate what they call intermittent fasting. And what that does is basically give your body time to repair damaged cells and carry away inflammation. I did a 36-hour fast last weekend. To great success, and just felt absolutely amazing. When I'm in the United States, I tend to eat a lot better, more of a strict diet, pretty much a ketogenic diet. When I'm in Mexico or out of the country, that's completely out of the question. People in a lot of other countries don't necessarily have the luxury of doing a ketogenic diet or a paleo diet, where it's like, if you don't eat corn, if you don't eat certain types of grain, you're going to starve. Plus, that stuff is delicious. And what I will say, the food is very natural down there. There tends to not be the same amount of genetic fucking with the genetics of the food. So they don't have access to that type of stuff, and therefore the food is a lot better quality. After a few weeks of eating the food, my head clears up. I have less stress, I feel less anxiety, and any kind of lingering depression just kind of disappears. So with that being said, when I get back to Mexico, all bets are off, man. I'm still going to watch my sugar intake, and I might do a 24-hour fast once a week. I'm considering that to just sort of keep my body trained to go back into that fat burning mode. So it's still raining pretty good, as you can see. I've kind of decided to make this into a work day. I got my laptop in the tent, gallon of water. I'm doing my 24-hour fast, so not eating anything. These kind of days like this happen, and I'm not always so upset when they do. For a day or two, stuck in your tent and maybe not eating, that's all right. You know, it's actually kind of a good way to just sort of relax and take a break. And I really don't mind it. I'm getting rained on right now. I'm getting wet, but you know, it's sort of part of the adventure. You know, of course, getting stuck and pouring down rain for like days at a time really sucks. Pretty much to the point where you have to ride just to get supplies, food and water and whatnot. That really sucks. I don't like that, but certainly for a day or two, I don't even mind getting a little bit wet. To me, it's just kind of part of the adventure. Something actually I learned from traveling with Scooter Tramp Scotty, where if the weather gets bad, I've seen it happen where he'll just sort of, you know, okay, the weather's bad, you know, we're stuck here, so we're not eating anything for the rest of the day. And we're gonna have to ration our water, and we might have to collect rainwater to survive. But You know, it's part of the adventure, and it's a good opportunity to rest and relax.